What's up, guys? This is Mitch with Cross Canada, and today I'm with Jeremy, one of the best Evolve players, and he's going to be showing us how to win as the Kraken.
Thanks for that, Mitchell. Now, we're going to start off the video by just showing you how good I am. I am actually currently ranked 14th in the world, undefeated, and we're going to see how long I can keep that. The number one thing that you want to do when you're the Kraken is you want to select those three powers. They were the Lightning Strike, Vortex, and the Mines. And then you want to select Cooldown Reduction in order to increase the amount of time that you can actually use the powers over and over again. So we're going to head back over to that other game. We got our opponents.
Just waiting on Maggie there. The loading in this is terrible.
Yeah, the loading's terrible. That's why we edited the entire thing out. So when you start off, what you want to do is you want to try to find some water. Water's actually the best place. I'm flying over it right now so I don't leave a pattern, and then I'm going to just hop up here. Just to make it more difficult for my opponents to find me. And this map, the dam one, is actually really good because you spawn right next to the water. So I'm just gonna fly over top of it. It allows me to get as much distance before the hunters spawn, and then I can just hop up somewhere and they don't know where I go. So another way to really fool the hunters is there's this cool technique. Hopefully it'll be in the full game. You can actually jump into a wall like that and propel yourself across the map, and since you're not flying, you're not leaving footprints, you're not leaving the little dust balls behind, so you just gotta find a wall just like this and jump into it, and you'll just end up propelling yourself across the map. And the great thing about it is you can actually do it in the air too, so if you're already flying, you can find a nice wall just right up here. We're going to show it again.
Okay, so you can do it while you're in the air as well?
Yeah, so it's a great way to cover a lot of distance really quickly and you don't leave anything. So when you do want to end up fighting people, you want to always dictate where the fight occurs. So you want to choose, you don't want to be caught like
just in the guard, right?
Yeah, exactly. The first time I played as the Kraken, I got myself caught off guard and actually almost lost. I ended up with like a single health bar. So the reason I'm actually selected this area is because I want to fight them down there while staying up here, because the Kraken's a ranged monster. So if I can fight them while they're down there, they can't do as much damage to me, and I can actually kill them when they come up here, and then they can't respond, they can't pick up their teammates.
Their guys,
yeah. So that's one of the very great things about the Kraken is you gotta realize that their jetpacks don't regenerate really quickly, so they're just kind of stuck. If they use all their jetpacks and then I knock them down, then they have to wait for it to come up. And this is another great example of how to actually attack people. You want to wait until they're fighting other creatures, and then you just come in, because they'll be separated, because some of the hunters will want to fight the monsters, but most of them don't. They fly by, and that's when you end up splitting the team in half.
Nice. So I see you're defending the body there, right?
Yeah, you want to always hang around the bodies as the Kraken, because most of your attacks can hit multiple people at once. So if anybody tries to pick it up, you can injure the body, and you can also damage the person trying to pick them up.
Okay.
So one of the other things that got sort of shown during the beta is there are some that are not just like 4v1 stuff, there are objectives. So this one is sort of the more well-known one. It's a survivor thing. So the hunters have to revive 5 people, and you as the monster have to actually kill 5 of them. And there's a total of 9. Makes sense. So yeah, as the monster, what you want to do is you want to quickly go over, kill the first set, and then fly away. Make sure they don't trap you inside a bubble. You gotta be quick, and you can just make it over to the next set of survivors before before the hunters can even get across the map. So this game type will probably be retooled because it's absolutely, completely unfair for the
you've already killed 2 of them. It's been like 15 seconds.
I'm going to kill these people before they even make it halfway across the map. And the way that Survivor works is the survivors spawn on the opposite ends of the map continuously. So by the time they get over here, the next set is going to spawn behind them. So I'm going to just pass by them and kill the remainders.
That is incredibly unfair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even play it.
You ready for a humble moment?
Okay, what's up?
So since I've been so good, and I mentioned that the survivors spawn on the opposite side of the map, I actually killed the second group of survivors too quickly. So the hunters were basically at the spawn point of the other survivors because they were. I left them in the dust, but I've ended up sort of lapping them in sort of a negative way. But luckily, survivors are so easy to kill. Like, it puts absolutely no effort to take them down.
Yeah, that
Just
attack
one,
right there.
one sort of lightning bolt, and then I can just kill them. And so this puts us currently at a victory. Just like that.
Wow.
No effort. Because I got 4 to start off. And so one of the other things that got announced in the beta was this sort of game mode where you play 5 games in a row.
Okay.
So you can end up playing the survivors and the one where you crack the eggs. And this is the 5th one.
So that
Day
spot up
5.
there looked incredibly unfair.
It is absolutely unfair. I always started up there because it takes an insane amount of jetpack fuel for anybody to get up there. And as you can see, I've now just put down mine. So if the hunters want to follow me, they're going to have to take a significant amount of damage. Because I'm currently at level 9. And as you can see, I picked the lightning, the mines, and the vortex. So that way they're maxed out. Because those are the 3 ranged moves that the Kraken has. So I can just stay away from sort of the areas and just lay siege from a distance. And since I'm not visible to them, I'm not on their radar because they'll be focusing more on the little monsters because you can spot them attacking and things. So it's just sort of a mind game to play. You're gonna see that I probably won't take much damage. I don't really take much damage on this one, and I can just walk through.
Yeah, they're not even attacking you.
Yeah, because they see those monsters down there,
You're
and they
slowed,
want to
though.
attack them.
You're slowed. That's
Oh.
important.
Well, that's
What's the point? No one's even shooting you. Who cares?
yeah.
Oh man, these guys.
Yeah. I don't even engage them because in this one they have like unlimited lives. Even if you killed all 4 of them, they get to still come back.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah. So the objective is to destroy the thing, and like we saw with the survivors, sometimes it's usually best just to do the objective because, as it stands, I'm at the strongest level possible. Plus, I have 2 minions, and they're somehow going to compete. It's not going to work. And
So
like,
you're destroying the turrets, though?
yeah. Though you don't really need to. You only really need to destroy them if you lost the previous one, because whoever wins or loses gets a strength in the next match.
Okay.
But since I've never lost, I've never given out an advantage to somebody. But yeah, the turrets are pretty weak, so you can just basically ignore them. Yeah. But one of the other, like, this is one of the maps for day, like the 5th day.
Yeah.
There are at least 2 others. One of them is so incredibly cheap. Like, you see how much I'm just decimating. This other map is in a jungle. You can attack from like bushes and that, and people have no idea where you're coming from. And then it moves on to a town where there's a bunch of uneven buildings that you can just jump behind and all that. Like, this map is considered 1,000 times more difficult than the other one.
Well, that's nothing.
Yeah. So it's like basically how absolutely unfair it is for
Yeah,
monsters.
just circle around it.
Yeah. So they're gonna have to really retool it because I've only almost lost twice, and one of them was really bad for me because I didn't dictate the rule, which I had mentioned before. The first time I played as the Kraken, and another time I almost lost as Kraken. I got trapped inside a cave, so I couldn't fly anywhere, and it was just basically me fighting people to the end. I actually ended up with like 1 bullet away from killing me, and I killed the person.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's nothing. But yeah, flying's key for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's how you're going to succeed.
I can't believe that one pipe just explodes the entire ship. Couldn't think of a better way to do that.
And see, that's basically, you don't get much more XP from that. Like, you play 5 games in a row and you earn that. So it's really fun, really great way. And we can just watch the cinematic I've seen over and over again. Alright, so what we have here is sort of a clip that illustrates everything that I've been talking about. So this is a survivor thing, so I'm going to focus on killing the survivors. And one of the really great things is I'm going to dictate where we fight. So,
Yeah, so they're fighting a monster, right?
Yep.
Just like you
and
said.
So now they've they're damaged, and this is a monster where it's got a special perk, and I'm not going to let them pick it up. So I'm just going to fight in, and I'm going to keep as many of them together since all my moves have splash. It makes it really effective.
Yeah, he's downing all of them.
Yeah, so I just...
Yeah, he's trying for it.
And this is one of the main problems that hunters have. They don't want to ever run, but his entire team is dead.
Yeah.
So he needs to focus on getting away, so that way his team can respawn.
Yeah,
But
got too greedy.
20 seconds to kill everybody? Well, hunters definitely are outgunned when it comes to this game. That they're going to have to definitely reduce the strength of the monsters, because it's just absolutely unfair that I can just go ahead and win 32 games in a row.
Yeah, no, that's
little or
ridiculous.
no effort, and that doesn't even count in all the Goliath wins that I have.
Yeah, couldn't imagine.
You know.
And that's everything, folks.